The master at work. Look at him. It's gotta be perfect. Today, we are going to completely transform an existing pond. It's sloped down. They've got tons of fish in here, about 24 fish and a couple resident frogs. So we are going to drain them out, fill up our holding tank, and get to tearing this apart. A lot of this was constructed with some flat bluestone or wall stone, so this stuff may get repurposed. They've got some beautiful aquatic iris here. We're gonna save those for later. Over on this side here where the machine is will be a nice patio for sitting and viewing the new ponds. The rest of the yard will be finished. They've got some garden space over here, but I've got Boley, Jason, and myself. In 3 days, we are going to completely tear this out and rebuild and create a beautiful backyard paradise water feature that these folks can enjoy for years to come. Hang with us. So the old or the existing pond does have a skimmer, but it's not being utilized at this point, just due to age and just changes over the duration of the time they've had the pond. They've got an inline UV filter. The water is pumped from a small fountain pump through here and then just kind of spills over the top of the rockway over there. So they are getting circulation, they are getting some clarification, but there really isn't much filtration. So with our upgrade, we're gonna have the signature 1000 skimmer, 2500 biofalls, 2-inch line, and a 4000 pump. So we're really gonna be drawing all that water across the pond into the new skimmer, pre-filtering it before the pump, and then sending it on back up to the biofalls where that real biological filtration is going to occur. Right now, you can see the pond is kind of mucky, kind of dirty. We're fishing out all of the fish. I think they said they've got about 25 fish in here. So we're gonna scoop them up, put them in the tank. We're saving some of the water from here, plus some fresh water, just to get them in some better water quality. We'll aerate the tank as they're in the holding, but they are going to absolutely love their new pond. I want to show you something real quick, because a skimmer is used to draw in floating debris into its contained self. Usually a mechanical net catches any of that floating debris before it reaches down to where the pump is situated. However, in this case, our skimmer is filled with dirt. So this has kind of been abandoned several years ago. Also, there were some cuts and slices in it. I'm just gonna use my knife. You can see I started over here. I'm just gonna cut it out, and then we're gonna use the machine, just rip this all out. This is no good, we're replacing it anyway. But I also wanna show you something here. Is just the sheer amount of muck that's inside this pond. It is just filled with sticks, twigs, broken down organic matter, lots of fish waste. This is no good. So we're getting rid of all of this. And lastly, where we're going to be putting the new waterfall is where they had an old shed. And under that shed, seems like it was an entire community for chipmunks. You can see all their entrance and exit holes here. Kind of see the outline of where that shed was as well. But rodents, chipmunks alike, love chewing liner. So this right here, we saw this on our initial consultation, so we suggested the rodent barrier, which is our concrete cloth. So underneath the entire waterfall, behind the biofalls, and the side of the upper part of the pond here, we're going to be using our concrete cloth because we don't want these rodents and chipmunks coming back and making their nest out of our brand new pond. But right now, we have just about got all the old rocks out of the old pond, pumped out that nasty dirty water, and we're just going to use the machine now, rip out the rest of this, throw away this dirty liner. just kind of made a very natural shape with some really cool curves and accents. We'll be using some larger character boulders as we start rocking the pond, just to kind of accentuate these curves so we don't have straight lines along the edges. And then that gives us the opportunity to make little plant pockets in those curves. Fish cave is going to be right around over here, and the waterfall from the stream is going to come in almost right on top of that, so it's going to cause some churning water and extra protection and hiding spots for those fish. Master at work. Look at him. It's got to be perfect. So what Bully's working on over here, he has set his frame rocks for the final spillway into the pond from the stream and waterfall. So we set these two rocks on either side and then found a flat topped rock to squeeze in behind the other two. This way gives the illusion that over time that thing just kind of has washed down the stream and just kind of got locked and wedged in between these two. As the water comes down, it's got nowhere else to go but over the top of this. Over on the far side here, I'm working on building up this edge, because if you remember, we're going to be installing a flagstone patio along the back part right about here from the pond's edge to the side of the garage there. So it's probably going to be about an 8x8 patio using our flagstone. So I need to make sure that the tops of all of these rocks over here are level enough, because we want to cantilever some of those flagstones right over the surface of the water. So I'm working on this edge back here, making sure everything is level across the top so we can set those patio stones right in place once we get to that part of this project. Good morning. What day is it? Day 3. Underneath this patio, we are laying what we refer to as road fabric. Now this is a very durable underlayment. Because of its plastic wovenness, it does allow water to percolate through, but this product is not going to deteriorate like a woven fabric or typical weed fabric that some might lay underneath it. This is also going to help keep all of our aggregate contained. Once it's filled up with our 5 inches, we're going to take our compactor over it, really get it nice and compact before we start laying out the patio and making our cuts. But this is a very crucial part. This will keep that patio nice and level, and there won't be any settling or cracking or heaving. We pulled out all of the wood chips from the ground up tree stump that was here prior. So now we have a nice base to build our patio on. So the final step in installing our patio pavers here, or our patio, is using a polymetric stone filler. This is kind of like a stone dust, but it's got an additive in there, a polymer. When activated by water, it basically turns to concrete and fills in all of these little cracks. So it's kind of like mortar or caulk, or it really just bonds everything together. Any kind of vibrations and stuff, it is a little bit flexible, but everything has been stamped and tamped level. Pitches slightly away from the pond, but this thing turned out pretty sweet. So I'm gonna add this polymer, and then all you have to do is activate it by sprinkling a very fine mist of water over it. You do it in a couple different applications over the course of about a half hour. What that does is it allows that polymer that's deep in the crack to just kind of suck it down and absorb it, and then after 24 hours it's completely cured. The moment has come. It is finished. All we have to do now is plug it in, knock on the door, and see what they think. Are you guys ready?
Yes, we're ready.
You're ready?
Yes.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's go see your new backyard.
We're so excited.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Hold hands.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Close eyes. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. I think we went down to a resort somewhere. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
You guys are true craftsmen. Oh my god.
Look at the detail.
Wow.
That attention to detail. Amazing. I saw that on the other pond and I said how I loved that. Oh, true.
We pay attention.
Guys,
Oh my god.
Jason Bolivar.
Oh.
If you guys love this video, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Join us every single week. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. We're back every week on Friday showing you projects just like this one. Come back next time. We'll see you then. Thanks.